And that is it. That's his legacy, ladies and gentlemen. That's your legacy. That right there, what you saw over 90 minutes, is the legacy of Mohamed Salah Mohamed Mahrous Ghali. That's his legacy. A guy that can never deliver on the biggest stage in knockout tournaments. He can never deliver. First things first, guys, I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Some of you guys might think I'm an Arsenal fan. I hate Arsenal. I like their players, but I hate Arsenal as an organization. So I was rooting for Egypt because he's our only player that's going to AFCON. I mean, low-key, I was also kind of rooting for Congo because, Montesami, he has Tamil heritage. Big up to him. But I'm upset, not because he lost. I really thought this was going to be the year. I saw Salah, he put on an absolute masterclass in the first game against, who was it, South Africa or whoever they played in the first game? I don't remember. I thought, yes, this is going to be Salah's year. This is going to be Mohamed Salah's year. He finally won Egypt and AFCON, a country that before he joined the national team has won the AFCON 3 times in a row. They 3-peated the AFCON. But I should have known. I should have known. Mohamed Salah in knockout tournaments is not that guy. Now, don't get it twisted. I think Mohamed Salah has the highest peak out of any African player ever. I think his peak is higher than Drogba. I think his peak is higher than Eto'o, maybe even Yaya Toure. But Mohamed Salah is not legendary, mainly because he has never done anything with the national team. I'm going to give you a few names I think are more legendary than Mohamed Salah. Eden Hazard is more legendary than Mo Salah. I'm not trying to hear Premier League legacy on the biggest stage for your national team. Football is a global sport. So for me, your legacy is mainly dependent on what you do for the national team. Hazard had an all-timer campaign in the 2018 World Cup. He arguably should have won the Golden Ball. Even though he didn't win with the national team, he still put up performance. He still did his best. But now, as you're seeing right now with Egypt in the knockout phases, Mohamed Salah, when this team needs him the most, he disappears like Mr. India. And how poetic is it? How poetic is it for him to be knocked out by a Sadio Mane goal? The one guy in that front line that actually turned up for us on big Champions League nights. As a Liverpool fan, I've always thought during the Klopp era, there were 3 guys that we always looked to save us in Champions League games. And that was Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk, and Alisson Becker. Salah was not one of them. Salah was supposed to be the main guy at our team. As a matter of fact, think about the years when Liverpool was at their best. Think about when Liverpool, when we won when we won the Premier League and when we won the Champions League. When we won the Champions League, Mane was our best player that year. The year after in the league, Mane was also our best player. He won us those titles, not Salah. I mean, Salah did help, but let's be real. In those teams, Sadio Mane was the main guy. And I really want to implore you. I want to implore you to think about an iconic big game, an iconic Champions League knockout or AFCON moment that Mohamed Salah has. I'm not trying to hear World Cup qualifier. Across World Cup qualifiers, that's easy, or any sort of league phase, that's easy because more often than not, the best team wins. The best players play at their best. That I feel like league phase games, they show who the best players really are. But I'm sorry, knockout football, you only get one chance. For a big game, I can think of probably 100 different players that I'm choosing over Mohamed Salah. For me, the greatest African player of all time is probably Eto'o. That's a consensus. But for me, probably Eto'o, Drogba. I still got to look more into it. But I know for a fact it's not this high one. That's all I got to say. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Mohamed Salah isn't the only player that falls into this category. You're so good. You're such a great footballer. But knockout stages, you can't really do the big game. You can't really do it. There's another football player that I'll talk about later in the season. He's been scoring all the goals. His team is winning. His team is doing so well. He's getting so much GA. He's in Ballon d'Or talks. Wait till June. We'll see how his season is going. Harold Edward Kane, we turn to you. And with that said,